Good morning, all of you, on a lovely Saturday morning. Here we are back with our live YouTube learning series, Magic of the Logic, right? So let us unwind every time when we learn the income tax concepts or whatever concepts, base level pay, when we learn it in a logical way. Understand the concept, do repeatedly watch this, and then in the exam, your pen will flow. And that is what is the magic. In the last class, thank you so much. You all gave a superb response for the add and less concept, what was covered for all of you. In business head, the mindset should be very confident and clear. Why I have to do add? What's the impact on the profit? Why I have to do less? So many times for some adjustments, neither we have to do add nor we have to do less, right? Okay. So while we are doing all this add and less, if we are clear and understand the concept in 10-15 minutes, when you learn the concept, you need to learn it with patience. It will take time. But once it is fitted in your mind, you practice from 1 to 35, all the questions, apply the same concept, repeated practice, that analytical skill will be developed and speed will come, and you will never be confused, and you will never come and say कि मेरा paper complete नहीं हुआ 3 घंटे. All right. So here we begin with the fourth series of our live class. And today we are discussing everything about virtual digital asset. It's a very important amendment and very important for upcoming November, December CA, CMA, inter final all exams. I'm taking very common concepts which are important. Now, some of the students are, ma'am, we have already taken coaching from you. We are attending your regular classes in the Concept Classes app. We are attending the live evening live classes also with you. We have taken recorded. Why we should attend this magic of the logic YouTube learning? Why? Then repetition is the key, dear students. When we know that the question is vast of income tax, it's not tough, but it is vast, right? In that case, we need to repeat it again and again, right? So here we go by. Just a second, dear students. Just a moment. So we need to repeat it again and again, right? So I'm giving you everything. See, virtual digital asset is a very vast topic. We can go on discussing for hours. But what is very important and practically required for attempting small questions MCQ in the upcoming exam, for that I'm sharing my notes and giving you material. Make sure. One second. Huh? All right. Last class, we have written the notes for dividend, for add and less. Here we go. What is virtual digital asset? Virtual digital asset is cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, all that. And from this financial year, that is 22, 23, especially the exact date is 1st July 2022 onwards, virtual digital asset is taxable. It is added in the definition of asset. Okay. And one new section is introduced for section 115 BBH. Are you all with me? Section 115 BBH says that whenever you're dealing with virtual digital asset, that is cryptocurrency and all, then it is going to be taxable. It's a part of capital asset now. It is going to be taxable at flat 30% plus surcharge plus ESES routine. Surcharge के जो भी rate है, cess 4% है, routine. Okay. Now, under which head it is going to be taxable? Virtual digital asset is asset which is going to be taxable under capital gain. Then if it is taxable under capital gain, tax is to be paid on what? Then sales value minus cost. that is the profit or the gain. On this, 30% flat tax is payable. Sales value of the Bitcoin minus the cost in which it is acquired, and whatever profit is coming, it is taxable at 30%. Very core points I am giving. Now, because it is treated as a capital asset, okay, is indexation allowed? Answer is no. No indexation is allowed. No other expenses are allowed. In buying, I paid this commission, I incurred this expense. No, only the cost of the virtual digital asset and sales value. So from the sales value, you can deduct the cost. Okay. And difference is going to be taxable. At what rate? Flat 30%. Ma'am, but we are in capital gain chapter where we have studied 20% and 15%. Still, okay. No expenses are allowed. Now, if I have a loss in the cryptocurrencies sale, can I carry forward the loss? No. Loss carry forward is not allowed. Next is other losses. Other losses cannot be set off in cryptocurrency or VDA, whatever you want to write. So in transfer of virtual digital asset, there's a profit of 50,000, but I have sold a property and there's a loss of 30,000. Can I set off other loss here? No. Can I set off this loss anywhere else? No. Mutually, can I? Between virtual digital asset? Answer is yes. Now, one more option is there. If a person is doing trading in virtual digital asset, he's buying and selling, then just the way we do it for shares. If someone is doing share trading, they can take it as business income. If they treated the shares as capital asset, it will be taxable under capital gain. So now if someone is doing trading in virtual digital asset, it will be treated as his business income, sale value minus cost. But even if it is a business income, the tax rate will be flat 30%. Is this clear to all of you? So virtual digital asset, these are the pointers. Like pause the video, write it down. I have written abbreviations because my focus is on explanation. So I'm saving my energy. I'm not writing very neat notes. Take a screenshot of this and I'll be sharing our book also, Sarthi book, that also you can take and write it so that when it comes in MCQ, hit it, move ahead, score the full marks. ठीक है? फिर से एक बार. Virtual digital asset from financial year 20 to 23 is taxable. It is taxed at 30% flat surcharge. Is routine 50 lakhs se cross hua to individual and wo sab. Sales value of the VDA minus the cost, whatever is profit, that is taxable at 30%. Even if it is taxed under capital gain, no indexation is allowed. No other expenses or cost is allowed except the original cost of the VDA. Losses cannot be carried forward. Other losses cannot be set off in this profit of VDA. And if VDA trading is done, you can take it under business head, but it will be taxable at flat 30%. Now, the most important part here introduced is your 194S. 194R is also expected upcoming exam. That is regarding perquisite above 20,000. Abhi usko chhod do. 194S says that when there is a transfer of virtual digital asset, the buyer will deduct the TDS and then make the payment to seller. Followed or not? Ye seller hai, ye buyer hai. Buyer will deduct TDS at the rate of 1%. Okay? If the transaction value, okay, value of the sale consideration, if the sale consideration exceeds 10,000. I am buying virtual digital asset from you. You are the seller. I'll make you payment 99 rupees, 1% I'll deduct TDS and pay to government. So whatever VDA are transferred, they are subject to TDS at the rate of 1% under section 194S. Now, this TDS rate is 1% only, but sale consideration above 50,000 is applicable for specified person. Now, what are those specified person, dear students? They are individuals and HUFs. Either they are not having business income or they are having business income, but their books of accounts are not audited under 44AB. 1 crore से turnover exceed नहीं हुआ, professional है तो 50 lakh से exceed नहीं हुआ. So in that case, if you are a small individual and HUF, if there is a transfer of this, sale consideration exceeds 50,000, then TDS will be deducted at 1% and done. Now, many times, this virtual digital asset transfer is in kind, like barter system. All the pointers I'm explaining, barter system की तरह होता है ना, I'll give you Bitcoin, you give me Ethereum, like that. In that case, for even if it is in kind, you remember when winning from lotteries and prizes are in kind, on that also 30% cash, the receiver. Suppose you have won 1 lakh rupees TV, Sony TV, in some prize, some competition. So 1 lakh rupee mein 30%, 30,000 I should deduct and pay to government and pay you 70,000. But I am giving you 1 lakh rupees Sony TV as prize in kind. Then first 30,000 you have to deposit the tax and show me the challan. Who? The receiver. Samajh mein aa raha hai nahi aapko? So whether it is in cash or in kind on VDA, 30% is the tax rate and 1% is the TDS rate. Now the 10th and the most beautiful point is, if 194S is applicable, if 194S is applicable, section 194Q and whatever you want to write, 194A are not applicable. Now what is this? So many times cryptocurrencies are purchased and sold through online portals. So for e-commerce operator and all, we have 194O, where goods and services above an amount, and 194O is applicable. तो मैम ये ऑनलाइन भी है और ये वर्चुअल डिजिटल असेट भी है, तो then 194O or S, तो 194S will apply. Same way, what is 194Q? My last year's turnover is above 10 crore and this year I have sold the goods or purchased the goods of above 50 lakhs and all. तो वो सब हमने पढ़ा है 194Q में. So even if the VDA is above 50 lakhs and it can be covered under 194Q, if 194S is applicable, it will not be applicable in 194Q and O. So these are the important 10 points you need to remember. I told you there are too many things, examples and all. That will be a detailed learning video. Here I am giving you business head, the salary grading system. Students, if you don't know, watch the first YouTube Magic of Logic Live. It's a challenge. This is not covered in so many teachings. बेसिक सैलरी अगर गलत है तो पूरा प्रॉब्लम गलत है. बेसिक सैलरी कभी कभी ग्रेडिंग दे देते हैं. Your salary is 50,000 dash 1,000 dash 60,000. So every year the salary is increasing 1,000. How to do that, right? Let me revise with all of you from here also. This is our Sarthi material for interfinal, all the students with one concept, one problem, and all the important conceptual problems and past exam, MTP, RTP, all covered material. This material and these courses all are available from the description. You can download Concept Classes app and check. Now, Virtual digital asset like cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, non-fungible tokens are treated as capital asset. You know, non-fungible tokens like when you get those passes and all, and against that they'll give you a voucher, and this voucher you can redeem. But not all the non-fungible tokens are covered. I'm not discussing now. Non-fungible tokens in itself will take half an hour. Today, just take the core concept, detailed learning, one more video I'll make. 115 BBH has been inserted to tax virtual digital asset. Okay, so in definition of capital asset, they have, you remember capital asset, which is movable, immovable, and all. Cryptocurrency may be deemed as capital asset if a person purchases it for investment purpose. If the transactions are huge, it can go for trading purpose also. Then it will be treated as business income. Tax rate is 30% surcharge and e-cess. Yes, it's a flat rate, so no question कि मैम इसको long term, short term करें, index करें, कोई जरूरत नहीं. No deduction is allowed, no other expenditure is allowed other than cost of asset. Cost of acquisition, if any, will be deducted from full value of consideration. If income is taxable under the head capital gain, indexation nahi milega. See, they can pick up from this some MCQs, some fill in the blank, some one-liner questions. I feel for the upcoming November, December exam, one VDA, one perquisite, 194-hour, and updated return. These are the areas you can expect 4 to 5 marks questions. Small ones, right? No deduction will be allowed for cost of improvement and all once you purchase VDA. Definition of transfer will apply. Loss arising from VDA cannot be adjusted against any other income. I purchased VDA for 10 rupees. I have sold it for 8. 2 rupees is the loss. हाँ? तो ये loss कहीं पे भी set off नहीं होगा. Loss incurred by SSE from transactions, other transactions, household and other sold, cannot be set off against BDA. TDS is deducted under 194S, okay, at 1%. Even you remember income from other source में 56 to 10 wala ki a gift above 50,000 in cash and kind from unrelated person is taxable in income from other sources. In that they have added VDA also. I am gifting to unrelated person VDA of 60,000, fully taxable in income from other sources. हाँ, 50,000 के above अगर cash दे दिए या कोई asset दिए तो gift taxable है ना other source में. So in that they have added VDA also. So are these pointers clear to you? Pause the video, take the notes. I have explained you by writing. I am explaining you here. Now for the TDS rate, let me go down once. TDS rate, I will show you. 194S it is. Every chapter is made here with proper booster notes. या 194 क्यों नहीं लगेगा अगर आप ऑलरेडी उसको टैक्स कर रहे हो 194S में. Yeah, here I am. See, from 1st July 2022, any person who is responsible for paying any resident virtual digital asset, TDS is to be deducted at the rate of 1%. For specified person, if the value exceeds 50,000, value of what? Sale consideration, right? Or any person other than specified person, then 10,000. Who are specified person? Individual and HUF whose turnover does not exceed 1 crore or 50 lakhs, or individual and HUF either not having the business income. Okay. And in case of transaction which is covered under 194O, e-commerce operator ke through are also applicable, then TDS will be deducted under 194S. Ye to pakka hai. When the consideration for transfer of VDA is wholly in kind or in cash, there is no part in cash, or partly in cash and partly in kind, but cash is not sufficient, then person responsible for paying such consideration, who is that? Buyer, shall before releasing ensure that required tax has been paid. I told you, no, I am selling you a VDA and you are also giving me. So if it is in cash, आप deduct करके 99 मुझे दो, 1 you deposit TDS 1%. If it is in kind, barter system, then you deposit the cash and then I will transfer. Okay, right? So that's all about virtual digital assets. Tell me, is this clear to all of you? This is a live class. I can cover up all your doubts related to your exam preparation. If you really feel that virtual digital asset, this concept is clear, you can comment below. And I'm taking up those areas. Just watch 1, 2, 3, 4, all. Not more than 15-20 minutes of the core knowledge. Last, I have already announced that if you're writing group 1 now in the CA exam, because May 24, the syllabus is changing, group 2, costing paper will be exempt for you, which is going in group 2. But some learning modules are there that you have to complete, set A and B, and you have to write online exam. That you can do all after your November exam. So right now, focus. If you can do, go for 2 groups. If you feel no, I cannot take the burden of all the 8 subjects, go for 1 group, write the another group in May. Okay, right? It's your journey. And now before we close, every week we are sharing a quote from my all these quotes are self-made, you know, just so that I can discuss. 1 second. So let us see what is the quote for today. All right. So the quote for today is, look at the screen. Take 1 step extra. I just, randomly picked up. These are all the quotes made by me over the time. Take 1 step extra, read 1 page extra, solve 1 problem extra. Okay, these extra steps, take 1 step extra and you can do it for sure. And how this will benefit you, don't know. Let me talk a little about what is written over there is that whenever I was just discussing yesterday in my costing live class, Sarthi, what we are taking in the evening, kitne ghante abhi padhna chahiye, ma'am? 8 to 10 hours. ठीक है, चलो 8 hours core you are studying, your wish. If you are a student who can study from night 11 o'clock till 5 o'clock because that's peaceful, go for it. If you're a student who can wake up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, Brahma Muhurat, and do quality good study in early morning, do that. After your 8 hours, where your capacity is over, little bit can you stretch, and that too in a different way. This is a small tip, but very important. Have hard copies of last 2 to 3 years MTPs, RTPs, mock test paper on your table. Hard copy, I'm saying. So suppose I have done today business head. Okay, right? Then my study hours are over. Can I pick up the mock test paper of May 23 or December 23 CMA exam or whatever exam? And in that, whatever is business head question, can I check it? Can I solve some true and false? Can I pick up 20 MCQs and done? Next time, question number 2 done. So just little bit रिलैक्स्ड वे में, ठीक है, टेबल से उठ के बेड पे थोड़ा सा बैठ के, कैन आई चेक 10 MCQs, कैन आई रीड सम ट्रू एंड फॉल्स, कैन आई गो थ्रू पास्ट एग्जाम पेपर, so that you are not studying in a monotonous way. Of course you need to follow a single mentor, notes, videos, everything in a synced way, but just for changing, learning तो हो रहा है, but अगर different way में हो रहा है तो no problem. So just apply this. Is a very small tip. Try it. That from your table, okay, whenever your energy is over कि आज के लिए बस है, 4-5 MCQs करते हैं, 3 MCQs करते हैं, और वहां पे stick on लगाना, done till here. Next time you do 4th, 5th, 6th, done till here. like this small extra stretching will help you to prepare quality good for your final exam, right? Wish you very all the best. Enjoy these live classes. If you have any doubt, you can comment below. Share your doubts for the strategy, for the speed. Already, so many of you have filled up the feedback form also, which I've sent in all the WhatsApp Telegram group. But still, if you feel anything you want to be covered in these live YouTube learning series, I would be glad to help you in any way I can. And if you have doubt from any of the material, whether you have taken coaching from me or not, click the picture, taxation, accounts, costing, these are my core areas. Click the picture, send it in the Telegram, will surely clear your doubt with a voice note. Thank you so much for being with us here on this Saturday morning. Enjoy it, share it with your friends, take notes, and prepare super duper well for your final exam. Blessings and wishes to all of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.